Thank you for listening to Comics for Fun and Profit. This is Colin Drew with your sneak peek at next week, episode number 454 for comics we're releasing May 9th, 2018. But Drew, before we get into what's coming out in your local comic book shop this coming Wednesday, we missed a week and we have a top 10 all ready for books from April.
Yep, it was my birthday. I got lazy. Didn't do nothing on that weekend, podcast-wise. But we made it up for you this week because we have not one, but two episodes again. So back to back, we're doing. Last week, Jason gave us an episode for a really cool interview with a retailer in Hawaii. So we got two, and this week we're going to do our sneak peek. Plus, we're going to give you our thoughts, our spoiler-filled thoughts on Infinity War later on in a standalone episode that you can skip if you haven't seen it. Or you can revel in our geekery over it if you have. So that's coming up to kind of make up for me taking taking a little breather. I'm sure you've forgiven me already.
Absolutely.
But yeah, we got a top 10. I didn't think it was going to come out this quickly. Usually not this weekend, but we sure did. So over at Comic-Cons where we're getting our numbers, April was up big over March for 2018.
Oh, yeah.
Up 20% over the previous month. And March was okay. But this is a big jump. And then April of this year versus April of last year, up 15%. We've got year-to-date that kind of solved some of the problems year-to-date wise. Because it was such a bad January and February, a mediocre March, but April did enough to get us within only about 1.5 below in sales dollars, but we're still 10% down in unit sales for comics. Again, Marvel wins.
How does Marvel win with?
Because they have great stuff. That's why.
Okay, we had, what is it, 1 million copies of friggin' Action?
No, I don't
$8 a piece?
Yeah, they didn't. Yeah, dollar share went soundly to Marvel, 37.5%, and units went comfortably to Marvel with 42%. DC came in with 32% in dollars and 33% in units. Image right there at the 10% mark. Can't quite crack the 10% barrier in third place. But yeah, 1, 2, 3, Marvel wins again.
Jeez.
And it wasn't even close this time. Big surprise. Of course, like you had mentioned, topping the list, Action Comics 1000. We've heard... What did we hear? 500,000?
That's I couldn't remember. I think, at one point I heard, but I don't believe that now.
So we heard 500,000 copies of Action 1000. DC Zero just came out, so that came out in May, so it's not going to get counted, and it wouldn't get counted anyway because it's a quarter. But that was well over 1 million units of that. Amazing Spider-Man 798 comes in at number 2. Amazing Spider-Man 799 comes in at number 3. Hunt for Wolverine comes in at number 4. Then we have Batman 44 at rank 5. Venomized number 1 at rank 6. Batman 45 coming in at rank 7. And Domino number 1 coming in at rank 8. Captain America 700 gets in at number 9, and Walking Dead 178 closes out the top 10, which is another surprise. So, interesting list. What do you think? Do we think it was 500,000 of Action? Is that what we heard?
No.
Was it 300,000?
Yeah, I'm going with closer to 300,000. And then, of course, I've got Spider-Man over 100,000. I've got Spider-Man over 100,000, and I'm putting Hunt for Wolverine over 100,000.
We know Batman has been right around in the 90s, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So the top. You're saying the top 4 are over 100,000.
Yep.
I know the top 2 are. I'm assuming the top 3 are. I don't think Hunt for Wolverine. That's a Charles Soule book, right? I can't put that in it. I can't.
$6 a pop, yeah.
I can't put that over 100,000. So I'm going to go with this. The top 3 over 100,000 units. Well over.
Well over.
Yeah. So that puts Walking Dead at the end of the. They're usually around what, 75,000? What do you think that is?
Yeah, Walking Dead, 74,000.
Last time.
And Batman 42 was at 93,000. Batman 43 was at 91,000.
Oh, so we could be dropping.
We could be going under 90.
Is 44 or 45 the wedding dress episode or issue?
I can't remember off the top of my head. 45, I want to say.
45. But it sold actually less than 44. Weird.
Yeah.
Very, very weird.
A very odd month. I can't wait to actually jump into what actually happened.
Yeah, exactly. In our top graphic novels, we have Action Comics 80 Years of Superman hardcover, Paper Girls Volume 4, Thanos The Infinity Siblings hardcover, Saga Volume 1 making its millionth return onto the list, Batman Volume 5 Rules of Engagement, The Infinity Gauntlet at rank 6, Star Wars Darth Vader Volume 2 Legacy's End at 7, Saga Volume 8 at 8, Phoenix Resurrection, The Return of Jean Grey at 9, and Paper Girls Volume 1 cracking the top 10. So we have 4 BKV books in the top 10. Not a single Walking Dead volume. Weird, right?
Yep.
Marvel shipped 123 items, 86 of which were comics, 37 were trades and hardcovers. So that would explain their dominance. They've shipped about 11 more than DC did, who shipped 81 comics and 30 graphic novels and trades. Image did 62 comics and 22 trades to get their 9 to 10% market share. So that's kind of how the big 3 breaks down. Everybody else is kind of just falling in line after that. IDW is still healthily putting out books, 47 comics, 19 trades. Boom, 23 and 14. Dark Horse 16 and 10. Titan 13 and 8. Dynamite 16 and 5. Just didn't have a lot of trades this time, but 16 comics is nothing to sneeze at. So interesting as we head into Free Comic Book Day, which when you're listening to this will be Free Comic Book Day, and we hope you are all enjoying that, making the rounds, hitting all the local comic shops around and cleaning up. And it's extra special for our friends at Cowabunga because they are having their grand reopening of their new store, which I've seen pictures of their store, and it is the Taj Mahal of comic book shops. It's really big, beautiful, spacious, well lit, super organized, just multi-tiered. It's really nice, and so we've got to make a pilgrimage up there at some point to see that again and see them in their new space, and wish them a happy Free Comic Book Day tomorrow and grand reopening of their new shop, and wish them, James and Eric, well in their endeavors up there in Oconomowoc. Next, we need to take a look. Unless you were done, do you have any more thoughts on the top 10?
Nope, can't wait to see the actual numbers.
Yeah. We did get hot off the presses the FOC list. This FOCs will close around noon on Monday. So if your LCS supports the FOC ordering for you, get those in bright and early Monday morning or on Sunday. If they don't, get yourself a new LCS that does like ours. Blackwood #1. If I'm not sure if it did anything for you originally, Kyle. I think I skipped it. It was Evan Dork and Veronica Fish. I really like Veronica Fish, but I may have just got one of these because she's an artist on Slam.
Yeah,
and I really like that. So I think I got one of these, but I didn't go heavy on it. Is this one that you skipped?
That is one I think I got one coming.
You did?
Yep.
Then it's like Harrow County. That's 31. That's the second to last issue of that series. Kyle likes to call that the penultimate. So that's going to be finishing up. We've got Aquaman Jabberjaw special from DC. If that does anything for you,
we got all those books. We get that. We get the Flash and Speed Buggy. We've got the Super Sons and Dynamite. We've got the
What's
Black
the
Lightning
B
Hong Kong
cover
Phooey.
on the Super Sons Dynamite look like? I don't know if I got a chance to see that. Nah, we don't have it.
Yep. Still top secret.
We've got that Man of Steel, the first of that weekly.
Oh yeah.
And if you've read DC Nation, or not DC, is that what it's called? Yeah, DC Nation #0 that came out. There was a Bendis story in there, kind of a prequel to this. So I'm curious if people are excited, more or less excited for this. I'm pretty lukewarm on it. I was having a pretty good time with the last Superman book that was out, so not really looking forward to this, but I'm sure it'll be okay. Bendis is good. I'm not saying he's not. Anything?
Don't care about the unexpected necessarily.
What is that?
Some weird spinning out of Dark Knight's metal. It's another one of those.
Oh God!
Stab in the darks.
Can we let that die?
Sure.
Did you end up enjoying Dark Knight's Metal when it ended?
Oh yeah.
Okay. I did not. There's a Frank Cho Savage Wolverine Artist Edition hardcover. What do you think that? How awesome would that be?
That is pretty cool. And if you need copies of Savage Wolverine #1, I think I still have 3 or 4.
You went so heavy on that.
Shut up.
It was beautiful, though.
Yeah.
It was beautiful. It just didn't take off.
Mm-mm.
That's a $150 hardcover, by the way.
Yeah. Next thing that jumps out to me is there is a Fix sighting. Fix number 12 drew 6 months late.
6 months late, yeah. I'm pretty sure I got this coming, so I'm good there.
Mm-hmm. Trade for Ice Cream Man. So if you were thinking about wanting something freaky, make sure you snag that now. It's an interesting series, at least what little I've read of it.
Yeah, it definitely is. Last Siege is Justin Greenwood book. Looks pretty good. I haven't heard anything like you need to jump on this any heavier than you would have months ago. Got the Return of Royal City with its 11th issue. Hopefully people remember that one. Saga 52.
Oh yeah.
It's really getting good. There's a ton of covers for Spawn 286, including a Gianni cover from Manifest Destiny, which is really nice.
Owen Gianni.
But I would think that would be one that you would want to get all 8 covers and sell them as a set, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Or would you just maybe get the black and white McFarlane? I don't know. I mean, a lot of these are they McFarlane and this artist working together? Or is it just that other artist doing the covers? I'm not sure.
I don't know. Yeah, I'm not sure on that.
Any heat left on Spawn that you're seeing?
There's been a couple things where there's been neat covers, so I've heard it talked about quite a bit.
Yeah.
Especially since they just attached Jamie Foxx to a possible additional Spawn movie.
Yeah. We've got a ton of Amazing Spider-Man 800s coming out.
Mm-hmm.
We're excited to get our hands on our Delatos. A lot of you out there have those Delatos coming as well, so I'm sure you're just as excited, but there are a bunch of 800s. So we have the Alex Ross Virgin, the Bagley variant, a blank, Bradshaw variant, Cassidy, Cho, a Delato Virgin, a Ditko remastered black and white, regular remastered Ditko, Dotson variant, Friends variant, Junior Senior variant, Land variant, Legacy variant, Mobius variant, Mobius Virgin variant, Ramos connecting variant, Rivero variant, tons of 800s, and you can still order a lot of these. So the FOC has not closed on these. That's amazing to me. So we were been pimping this thing for it feels like months and months. But you can still get any of those variants, or a lot of them are just regular cover too. So like the Land variant was only $750, I believe, through Cowabunga. And so, they were very reasonable. They weren't really high. Some of them were, and you can remember some of the pricing. Go back and look in our show notes from what some of the pricing was. But you can still get some of those, which is pretty cool if you hadn't made up your mind yet, and you think it's going to be hotter than you did then. You can still make that adjustment, which is cool. We've got Infinity Countdown Captain Marvel #1. Interested to see what that's all about. We've got a Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur 31. This book's been pretty good to you, Kyle. This is an anti-smoking special. So it's I don't know if there's any first.
And I don't know if we're still doing
here.
that. Doesn't say anything about the Fantastic Four stuff in it.
Yeah, but this has had some cool issues recently from a spec perspective. Got the new Lando Double or Nothing series coming out. First issue. If you missed the boat on that, you can still get in. The new Tony Stark. All those covers are available by FOC. All the different armors for that first issue. We've got X-Men Blue 28, Gold 30, and Red Annual. So you can get any of those X-Men from FOC right now. Got the second issue of Survival Fetish. So if you got a chance to read that first issue and liked it, you can add the second issue, which is nice. Wilds #3. Like me, you read the first issue and really liked it. Added the second issue, you can also add the third. I don't know if the Rick and Mortys have any kind of Pickle Rick covers or anything. That might be interesting, but I don't see anything there. As Bloodborne cooled off
as it keeps going. I can't remember if that's it's 404, so that's the end of it. So get in while you can.
This is the game. Would you get the game variant?
Possibly.
That's the cover of the game.
It's a good looking cover, eh?
Anything else there that tickles your fancy?
Nothing else that really jumps off the page at me. Nothing else. Yeah, that does it for the FOC.
Well, yeah, before we travel too far away, we want to remind you of some of these Cowabunga variants. We just mentioned the Tony Stark Iron Man with the FOC of the 7th of May. The big variants there that are also available was the Ross variant, the 1 in 50 for $67.50. The AHA variant, 1 in 100 for $135, and the Granov variant, 1 in 25 for $45. Then we had Immortal Hulk #1, a Crane variant, 1 in 25 for $45. A Cone variant, 1 in 50 for $67.50. The Buscema remastered variant, 1 in 500 for $675. The Buscema black and white remastered variant, 1 in 1000 for $1,260. We have the Deadpool #1 Deodato variant, 1 in 25 for $45. The Liefeld variant, 1 in 25 for $45. The Scotty Young variant, 1 in 25 for $45. The Opeña variant, 1 in 50 for $72. Liefeld remastered variant, 1 in 500 for $675. The Liefeld black and white remastered variant, 1 in 1000 for $1,260. Those was also on the 14th of May, so you got a week. The Doctor Strange #1 Delato, 1 in 50 is $85. The 1 in 25 Bacalo is $42. And I think the only other thing is Thor #1, which you have until the 21st of May for the FOC on that. The Ward variants, 1 in 25 is $42. The Ribic 1 in 50 is $80. The Kirby remastered 1 in 500 is $675, and the Kirby black and white remastered variant is 1 in 1000. So any of those tickle your fancy, you get a free cover A with those through Cowabunga, and it's Cowabunga with a K. You can find them online or send them an email. Orders at cowabungacomics.com and reach them that way, and add any of those rare variants to your list. Pretty easy to do.
Very cool.
Now, I believe we're ready for a sneak peek. Since we missed last week, we better make up for it this week.
So let's head over to new releases. Let's find May 9th. I'm going to click the table view. And Drew, let's start where we always love to start, in Image. What? Jeez.
It moved again. So now Image is in the front of the premier publishers and the catalog. And so it's no longer alphabetical. And so previews, the Diamond people are figuring this stuff out. And for this month, this is where it goes. Diamond goes right here. Analog 2, against my better judgment, I read that Jerry Duggan book. That was very reminiscent of Private Eye. It was really good.
That's funny.
It was really good. I had to eat my words. I didn't order any of them, though.
That's right.
So I was sticking to my guns then, but I did, had to scramble.
We've got these. Yeah, go ahead.
The
second barrier.
Yeah, the first barrier. First and second barrier out, same week. This barrier 1, 52 pages of it is being given away as a free comic book day book, which is exciting. And then I have the whole series coming this month, so I'm excited about it. I'm going to have to get my Spanish-English dictionary out
Google
to really fully
Translate,
enjoy
brother.
it. But there you go. But how do I type in? Yeah. I don't know. But yeah, so that's exciting. It's always nice to have a Brian K. Vaughan book out. So I'm hoping they collect it, but I think he might have said something about not collecting it. It's just going to be released as the 5 issues and not collected, but who knows?
I'm kind of... Okay, here we have Medieval Spawn Witchblade #1. The only thing that's really cool is they're doing the augmented reality covers. Have you done those? Where you pull up the phone app and like the cover comes to life? Yeah, so I'm like, those are cool.
Oh, neat.
So I'm going to have to go into a shop and play with those at the very least.
You go to a site and then look at them, or do you like...
Yeah, I think you have an app.
Have an app. Okay. Interesting. Another Oblivion song and another Outcast. So 1-2 punch from Kirkman. Southern Bastard sighting, which I'm excited about, with a B cover. Pretty sure I've got both of those coming in. I hate the delays. I lose the story momentum for me, but I'm glad they're still putting it out.
Yeah, there's a Medieval Spawn and Witchblade app. At least there is on iOS. Yep.
Pretty neat.
Sorry. Alright, anything else in Image?
That's it.
Alright, let's head on down to Dark Horse.
No.
Where we exactly?
Where we used to always start. We've got Hungry Ghosts finishing up. This was really, really a surprise. It was really good. A lot of fun ghost stories, and they were all pretty interesting and different. It was a nice anthology. It'll be a fun collection. When it's collected, it's really cool. And we got another Resident Alien, which I'm excited about.
Garth
too.
Ennis writing a new version of the World of Tanks series, The Citadel #1, the Eastern Front 1943.
Yeah.
Anything else, sir? All right, let's head on down to IDW.
Nope. We got Punk's Not Dead, which is still really good. So its 4th issue's out. I think this will be fun in trade too. But besides that, struggling.
All right, let's say heck with it, and let's head on down to DC.
The second printing of Batman 44
so
is
44,
the
not 45.
dress
I was
cover,
wrong on that one.
the Joe Agent, and it's in black and white, and so you get some of Joe L. Jones line drawing. It's really nice. We're going to finish up Batman White Knight #8. This is extra size. I'm excited about it. It's been fantastic. It's going to be a great collection. Like Mike Myers, I also agree that this will probably be an evergreen Batman trade that you put up there with Dark Knight Returns.
High praise.
And some of the others. I just think, but it's a combination of a really cool story with fantastic art, and it's just going to stand the test of time, I think, as a really solid Batman comic.
Francisco Mattina on the Flash 46 cover B. That is a good-looking cover B.
Huh, that is nice. DC knows what they're doing, man, with these independently orderable books. It's really,
and we have
really
Mattina on the Suicide Squad 41 cover B. A Batman cover on Suicide Squad, really nice. Yeah.
He's pretty
and
good.
of course Jenny Frison on Wonder Woman 46 cover B.
This is Scooby Apocalypse number 25, where we have a character death, and one of the Scooby Gang is supposed to die here, so this could be a big deal.
Interesting. I'm going to have to look into that.
Yes. I won't tell you who.
It's Fred.
But if you read the solicit, you'll know.
Anything else in DC, sir? There you go. Let's head on down to our top winner in April, our Marvel Comics. Domino number 2 off of his big hitter on number 1.
Now, is Domino played by the girl from Atlanta in the Deadpool 2 trailer? Is that who that character is, or is that somebody else? Who is the female in Deadpool 2 in the
Zazie Beetz
2 trailer?
And she is from Atlanta.
That's who that is?
She is from the series Atlanta. Z-A-Z-I-E.
Her name is Zazie Beetz?
And last name B-E-E-T-Z. She is German, and that is her
But is she playing Domino?
Correct.
But she plays Domino. Yeah, they had a whole episode where she went to Oktoberfest and spoke in German. And I was like, this is really weird.
There you go.
But she's pretty.
Star Wars Thrawn 4 of 6. Yeah.
Love it.
So cool looking
really great
cover with him and Grand Moff Tarkin.
Yeah.
I don't like.
I don't know what's going on in Darth Vader anymore, man. Kieran Gillen's not doing a great job.
And Venom number 1 by Donny Cates with art by Ryan Stegman. A new series by Donny Cates and Ryan Stegman. In the wake of S.H.I.E.L.D.'s collapse, an ancient and primordial evil has been awakened beneath the streets of New York. And with it, something equally evil has awakened in the most wicked of web-slingers, Venom. Still a lethal protector of the innocent in New York, this never-before-seen threat could force Venom to relinquish everything it holds dear, including Eddie Brock. Join 2 of the hottest creators in blah blah blah.
Do we think
Yep.
Donny Cates can do it again? So, crushed Thanos.
Yep.
Really great on Doctor Strange. Can he do
From everything I've heard,
on
he loves Venom. That's his dude. So he's getting his dream job. So jump on with him.
Well, yeah. Okay. I hope. It'd be a surprise if I end up really enjoying Venom, but maybe. I hope so.
There you go.
I'm going in with an open mind.
Anything else in Marvel? All right. Now we
a lot of good
snap into a little bit of Dynamite. Nothing.
I have nothing.
Yeah, nothing. I'm trying, but couldn't find nothing. Boom!
Is that Jim Henson Fraggle Rock, the Fiona Staples cover? No, that was something else. That was like Dark Crystal or something, wasn't it?
Nope.
You a Fraggle Rock guy? Before
We
your
didn't have
time,
that
or
television.
you didn't have cable then?
All right, Drew, let's look at our back calf. Let's look at our smaller publishers, our Onis, our Black Masks, our Lion Forges.
Cal Exit sighting. That's good. From May of last year.
Ah, Black Mask. You're consistent in your inconsistencies.
They're really good, but they just a lot of delays. It's a good series. The two that I've read.
I'm not finding much, man.
Boy, that's
Premier Publishers.
once you start pulling all these people into the premier publishers, you're leaving me just a handful of publishers to check out. Nice to see another Rough Riders series. I mean, from Aftershock, that's been good, but not blowing up the spec charts.
All right, Drew, we ended on a somber note, but we had all kinds of good stuff, Drew. But, Drew, what is the one book to go into your comic book shops this coming Wednesday and pick up, because it is your pick of the week?
You know, for me, I need to go with the second printing of Batman 44 because I want to pair it with the regular printing and sell them together. I think that'll make a nice lot. So that's what I'm going with. I'm
just going to say pick up Venom #1. It's going to be a great read. Print run will be big if you can get yourself some of these wicked little variants for it. Go ahead, because I'm putting my eggs in the Venom basket and the Donny Cates basket, as this is going to be the start of what's going to be a really good series. I'm hoping. Big things, I'm hoping.
Yeah.
Anything else before we close, sir? All right, we want to thank you for tagging along with Drew and myself through our sneak peek at next week. Of course, we were looking at books coming out May 9th, 2018. If there's a book we missed this week, feel free to drop us a line on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, or our Gmail account, and tell us if there's something we should be looking into a little bit more. If you disagree with Drew and myself on our picks of Batman or Venom, let us know that as well. We thank you for tagging along with us. Thank you for coming with Drew and myself. So, for Drew, for Kyle, see ya.